Mostly warm water, because warm water burns fat, cold water adds to fat.
And then we get there. And this is why I froze. Simon the Board Hell here, thank you for joining me as always. And we probably shouldn't do today's video because I don't want to annoy Mike Tyson. Did you see that video recently where somebody was winding Iron Mike up on a plane, and kind of deservedly so, Mike punched him in the face? I mean, I watched it, I was like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you trying to annoy Mike Tyson? That's like going up to a wasp and going,
come at me, wasp.
And you get stung. Like, what did you think was going to happen?
Hey, Mike, come on.
But as I was scrolling through social media yesterday, this video was thrown at me, and I haven't been able to think about anything ever since.
Stop all sugary drinks, sugar, juices, all that stuff.
So it's Mike Tyson, and it says here, weight loss tips, and he's telling you what he believes you should do to lose weight. Now, he starts up by saying, don't drink sugary drinks, don't take juices, etc., and I totally agree with it. Even in 2022, a lot of people still buy into this odd stereotype that orange juice is some kind of healthy drink. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not, it's just a sugar drink. You may as well have a can of Coke, you may as well have a can of Fanta, because what most companies do is it's not like literal orange squeezed and then there's your liquid. They ply it with sugar. Hence why when you look on the back of nutritionals, it says something like, I don't know exactly what it is, but 100 milliliters has like, 10 grams of sugar, 10 grams of carbs and 10 grams of its sugar. So I'm like, good. There's Mike Tyson. He's an inspirational figure. He's talking about things that make sense. Maybe people will listen to him.
Stick with the water, the tea.
And then he says, go with the water, the tea, also good. Because you don't just want to be told, don't do this. You also want to be told, and here's an option you can do instead. So you're like, oh, thank you, Mike. I understand.
Mostly warm water, because warm water burns fat, cold water adds to fat.
And then we get there. And this is why I froze. I was like, wait, what did he say? What I thought he said. So I rewound it and...
Mostly warm water, because warm water burns fat, cold water adds to fat.
Yes, he did. Now, the first part is gibberish as far as I'm concerned. But look, there are studies that say if you drink warm water, it does something to your metabolic rate, or it releases this, or it releases that. So sure, maybe, I'm talking the tiniest amount, maybe warm water can help you lose a little bit of weight, but it's absolutely ridiculous. And there's also studies out there that say, oh no, you should drink cold water, because when the cold water goes into your stomach, your body has to warm it up before it can do anything with it. And when you are stoking those fires, you'll burn some calories. Both of these are absolute nonsense, right? Do not drink water in order to lose fat. Do not drink water in order to lose weight, because it ain't going to work. This is the problem I have with stuff like this. I'm sure he actually means something, because he hasn't. Actually, know what? I have no idea what he's talking about. But the point is, people then go, oh, I drink loads of water because it's got special. But he actually said that cold water adds to fat. Cold water does not add to fat. And you shouldn't say that. You're going to terrify people. People are going to be like, great, I can't drink cold water now because I become a fat ass. No, you're not. You're going to become a fat ass because you're eating too much, right? The one thing you can actually take in loads of not get fat is flipping water. Your body will deal with it. Now, don't do that because people can die. Do you remember that woman that you had to hold your wee for a week? I can't remember what it was. There was someone drank too much water and they died because of course you can. You can drown yourself. It's still water. So do not do that. But I don't know what's happening. I can, in the smallest amount, get on board with this idea that drinking a certain amount of water will help you lose fat because your body needs water, and if you're dehydrated, you're not going to be working on the level that you need to. I don't know where to begin with cold water adds fat. Can you imagine that's true? We'd all be boned because we're all made up of water. Now, I presume we're actually made up of warm water, but even still, imagine when you were swimming. No, you got like a bodybuilding contest coming up, like splashing in your mouth, like, ah. I need someone to explain this to me. I was up at night, all night. I saw this last night. I thought I'll do this video tomorrow. I still don't know what he means, and it goes on.
And so I would just try to eat everything that's fat, like seafood. Or most seafood is fat burning.
Most seafood is fat burning. It's incredible. Now, what I think he may mean, again, I'm completely speculating. Comments, please. Like, obviously, salmon has omega fats in it, good fats, and that is going to help you lose weight and get in shape. Not only lose weight, if you eat too much of it, it's the same thing, but it is going to have a benefit to your body, which could help with your weight loss and your fat loss goals. But most seafood is fat burning. I mean, there's a lot of seafood. I'm pretty sure if you're chowing down on some crab, that counts as seafood, right? I presume I don't really eat that much seafood. But if you're chowing down on some crab, not all of a sudden going to lose fat. Now, Iron Mike clearly knows about nutrition. Like, even though he's got, a bunch of trainers around him, he still would have been seeping in that information as they're talking to him, I'm never going to get over it. So the Mike Tyson diet, drink hot water, don't drink cold water, and just eat seafood all the time, and you're going to be in terrific shape.
So I was telling you, fat bit burning food, do certain
And fat burning food is something that gets me too, because it's almost like taking one step forward and taking 2 steps back. Are there certain foods you can put into your diet that's going to help? Yes, we just talked about that. But ultimately, if you're eating too many of any food, you're going to put on fat. So I don't believe in this idea of saying there is a fat-burning food, because I think what it does, it just confuses people, and they think, oh, do you need to eat more than that? It's like, no, don't eat more of it. Like, the calorific quantity of it will still always win. That will still always be above everything else. So I just wouldn't buy into anything like that. I don't think it's helpful. I don't think it's going to assist you in getting where you need to go. You're just going to get confused. I mean, also everybody's different. So a fat burning food for you, for somebody else may not do it for some reason. And then you're sticking this stuff down your throat, your gullet, and you can't figure out why you can't lose your belly. Again, keep it nice and simple. If you're eating too much weight, you will put on, eating too much food, you will put on weight. And if you're going the other way, it will go the other way. That's it. You can do it with pizza. You could do it with burgers. You just need to find out how much food do I need in order to be active today. And now let me knock that off a little bit. So if you need 2,000 calories and you have a pizza that's 1,800 calories, you can have that pizza and there's still 200 calories left over.
natural medicines like Bromelain and stuff that's on the market.
Now, the text said Bromelain, but I believe it's Bromelain. I think he says Bromelain. It's the only thing I could find out because I tried to do my research here. And Bromelain is basically an enzyme found in the core and stem of the pineapple. And there have been some studies done to say that it helps you lose weight and it helps you lose fat. But I tell you, man, these studies are few and far between. And some of the pages I read them on looked like I had designed them. Like they didn't fill you with confidence that it's something you should be relying on in order to get in shape. Because they're all saying that Bromelain sort of helps your body break down fat due to proteins or something else. But you research for 5 more minutes and it's all like, this is absolute myth. Do not do it. No one has actually proven this can help. So basically, don't go and eat a bunch of pineapples thinking you're going to lose weight. So once again, I'm not sure. Small tips, if you were doing it in moderation, it may work. But as a weight loss, fat loss plan, it's one of the strangest things I've ever heard.
Everything that burns the fat, eats the fat, read about it, doing some examinations about the issues of it.
Now that's good. That's what you should do. And that's how I shall leave you today. Do your own research, do your own examinations. Hell, I mean, something like the Bromelain stuff, you can eat a pineapple. It's not going to hurt you that much. So you could give it a go. But what I find with most of these wacky stuff is that it's just people not wanting to accept that the simple answer is the right answer. Again, e.g., you want to eat burgers and nachos and ice cream, and somebody telling you, actually, if you don't do that, is going to get you there. You're like, well, I don't want to hear that because I want to continue eating the food, which you're totally allowed to do. You just have to pick a lane. Do you want to be in shape, or you want to be out of shape, or do you want to be somewhere in between? Like, there's no right or wrong when it comes to this stuff in terms of from a moral level. But if you do want to lose weight, then there is 100% the right way. And it's none of the things that Mike Tyson just said. Now, look, I want to get on Mike Tyson's bad side because he'll kick the absolute crap out of me. Of course he would. But I saw that and I was like, I got to talk about it. You know, it's like a disease. It's like, I can't just let that go. I can let it go, but the only way I can let it go was by sharing it with you. So now you know. Don't do any of it. Also, please do like the video, share the video, and subscribe with the bell ding ding to know the videos are going live. There will be another video on the screen. Just give it a click. Even if you're not going to watch it, you can leave the room. YouTube doesn't know you're actually watching. It just wants the click. Also, leave a comment below, as already discussed. GorillaMind.com/Simon. You can Simon to get 10% off. I use the supplements. They're good. In Great Detective Power 13 cookbook. On Cameo, just search for Simon Miller. Patreon.com/Simon316 if you want exclusive videos and other kind of stuff like that. SimonMiller.BigCartel.com for merch. And that's it. We're done. I'm going to go have a lovely glass of fat-burning warm water. And I'll see you soon.